Okay, welcome to Take a Breath with Joe and Tom, my and Tom's favorite podcast on how to build a business, build a life, everything in between. Tommy, how you doing?
Good. Happy Friday.
Happy Friday to
Been
you.
a jamming
Tomorrow,
week here. Yeah.
tomorrow is the holiday
420.
of our people.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm kidding.
420. Yeah.
Yeah, 420. I was trying to think of something funnier to say, but anyway. Tommy, are you the same person at work and professionally as you are personally?
Uh, I would like to believe so. It's a loaded question. And that's kind of what this podcast is about. It's like balancing your life.
Yeah.
What does life mean? I don't know. Where was I this week? I was at softball, lacrosse. I was pulled into coaching. I did conditioning like all over the
Yep.
place. And where was I work wise? I was putting out fires. I'm waiting for deals. I'm creating. So you're going crazy on both sides.
Yeah.
And the trick is to keep both sides balanced,
Yeah.
right? But that doesn't always happen. It doesn't always happen. And unfortunately, if I'm maybe stressed in my business life, that can translate to stress and a disposition in my personal life. And we want to avoid
And
that.
vice versa.
And
Yeah.
yeah. And I'm glad you brought this up. I thought we were going to talk about this a little later, but I'm always reading these books about, high performance indicators and high performance people and habits. I'm a habit guy. If you can give me a few habits, I'm disciplined enough to follow the habits to see if there are any, predictable outcomes. And one of the habits that they recommended is when you are finding yourself coming home from work and you might be taking it out not on your family, but you're stressed and you're angry and you're short and it's obviously coming from work. One of the habits they recommended was before you go into your house, close your eyes and say release, release, release a couple times, and then envision who you want to be when you walk in the house and what energy you want to send off in the household. It's a game changer because you were telling yourself, hey, Tom, challenge yourself to be exactly who you want to be and align yourself up with who you want to be when you get into your house. And that's the most important thing.
Yeah.
Being there and present, having a
Yeah.
positive energy for your family. Great little exercise. And there's a couple other exercises I can share with you as we go along. But I felt that's good because sometimes I find myself kind of just going crazy. I'm like, oh, whoa, wait a minute. Where's that coming from? That's
Yeah.
not me. And it's not fair. It's not fair to generate that energy off to other people.
Well, also, and it works the other way too. If
Exactly.
you
Yeah,
are if you're a
absolutely.
different person, and you and I are, business owners, but if like, but we have a persona to our customers, right?
Right.
People who work for organizations, there's somebody at home and then they go to work, and really, I think it's an energy leak if you are not the same person and you have to be the guy who laughs at your boss's jokes or your
Yeah.
customers' jokes, or like if it's not funny,
Chandler.
like yeah, right.
Chandler Bing.
He's like ah, but
Yeah.
um, but yeah. So that was where that was the idea around that question. I put it on the doc. I forget what spurred that discussion, but I think it is. I think we should be the same person.
Yeah.
And I think it's exhausting if you're not the same person. You should just be the point of this question is
All right.
be real. Be real with your family,
All right.
be real with your customers, be real at work.
Yeah.
Um, and I think that everybody's lives will be better. I mean, I think
Yeah.
it's just exhausting and a huge energy leak or suck or whatever the terminology is. But if you have to think that you have to act a certain way to win a
Right.
deal or act a certain way to get a job or act a certain way for your wife to not be mad at you, like, or you act a certain way to a family member in general. It's just
Yeah.
the idea is to be real.
Yeah,
Uh,
and it's if anyone out there young is listening to this, the neat thing about getting older is you just become you are yourself. You just it's so hard to try to be somebody else. And guess what? Anybody out there that's half smart can sniff when you're not yourself, and
$100%.
it's not going to get you anywhere. And if you are yourself 100% of the time and you're doing the right things, the universe will answer you positively. That's just it. If you're putting a mask on, it's like, yeah, I'm not buying that, buddy.